welcome all our viewers to the second season of our program, The Call of Duty. In last season, we spoke more about the life of the firefighters and what do they go through on a daily basis to ensure the lives, to secure and ensure the lives of the firefighters on a daily basis. Knowing that the firefighters throughout the day, leaving their houses and their families, going out to work, to their destiny, it is a hard job. A lot of the firefighters, some of them don't get back home. And appreciating that, we want to all our viewers to make sure that they cooperate with our firefighters in the line of duty. So, we're going to move on into the second season of our program. And we're going to also talk more about the awareness programs that we give as part of our public service announcements to ensure the awareness and rise the awareness programs throughout the society in Kuwait. Let's go along together right now. We are in one of the fire and marine rescue stations, and we're going to talk about the nature of their job and what kind of problems they go through on a daily basis in the heat and throughout the season, just to ensure and secure the offshores and the state of Kuwait, on coast and offshore. Along with that, let's go together and see the firefighters in the heart of action.
ما انزل من عمليه الاخلاء او اغادر السفينه او الزورق واحط ريلي وين حاط ريلك؟ وين حاط ريلك انت؟ وتجي حق الهدف اذا كان زورق انقاذ او لا انفراط وانا هادي موضوع السباق ما يبالي طبعا عكس اللي بالضبط قلنا الهدف راح يتغير عندنا واغلب حالات الوفاه تكون القياس اللي قدرنا نوصل له انه نوعا ما اللي هو القعده بالخن تحت هذا المسؤول وديها لبر الامان كل امان. بعد الجمعه اكثر. الكل يعد معاك اللي بيسوونه، شو يسوون؟ يسوون نفسهم تنظيم.
Hello and welcome back to our second season of our program, The Call of Duty. I'm First Lieutenant Ali from the Kuwait Fire Service Directorate. Throughout the season, last season, we spoke more about the firefighters throughout our 13 episodes and what do the firefighters go through just to save the lives and the properties of the people. In the second season right now, we're going to talk more about the firefighters also just to increase the awareness section, because many of the fires that are occurring in the state of Kuwait are lack of awareness, that a lot of people are not even cooperating with the firefighters. In today's episode, I'm right here in the heart of the Fire and Rescue Marine Station in the Salmiya Station. We're going to be having one of the firefighters, the First Lieutenant Abdul Hamid Al-Mani, and he's going to talk more about the nature of their job and what's the responsibilities of the fire, marine and rescue stations throughout the state of Kuwait. Welcome to our program, Abdul Hamid Al-Mani. Tell our viewers right now, throughout the state of Kuwait, a lot of the people don't realize that there's a lot of fire and rescue stations. The fire and rescue marine stations, they're different than the offshore regular stations. So tell us more about the nature of the job and what the type of responsibilities that you guys go through.
So first of all, thanks for having us. Always a pleasure to have you here. Our job here consists of rescuing on the marine bases, also dealing with fire situations. We start off our day here by checking our equipment and vehicles and also the boats from the morning. We have 3 shifts, all starts for 24-hour full day, and here on the Salmiya Marine Fire Station we have the boats for the rescue. We also have vehicles for coast and shore rescue situations, and we also have big ships that help us deal with big fire situations, such as the ships that has cargo or shipments. They come from other countries, such as the ship on my back here. It's called Munjid. And we also here on Salmiya Station, we cover the mid-coast area, starting from the Kuwait Towers coast all the way to Funtas coast. And we specialize with rescues, such as we have a diving team.
Great.
And we also have people that specializes on searching for lost people on the offshore and on the beach.
Let's talk more about the type of boats, that rescue boats are available, and the big ships that you guys carry along in the fire marine rescue stations, and what they consist of, and how the people are cooperating with you along the missions that you guys are dealing with.
Okay, to start off, we have, to help us with dealing with the fire and rescue situations, we use the latest equipment and vehicles and boats to help us achieve these responsibilities. Starting with vehicles, we have our cars are provided with small boats to help us carry them on the shore situations, such as searching for lost people, perhaps someone who is drowning or has unfortunately drowned. We also have small boats to help us deal with low water activities, such as quick boats, and we have boats that has the capability of having tires that can go onto shores to help us rescue people. We also have big ships that has state-of-the-art technology on fighting fire for big ships and providing safety measures for the international standards.
Okay, great. So basically, the fire marine stations are well equipped. They could deal with any situation that could occur in the future.
That is correct.
Okay, great. Let's move on into the third section, which is the most important thing that I feel of. It's a lot of people lack the awareness and they don't know what's the proper tools that they could carry with them if they want to go, for example, fishing. Okay, and the second thing, we also lack problems, or we do see situations we read about, is such as some people are on shore, but they don't know if the area to swim is safe or not. So they're not following the signs and so on. So tell us more about the situations and the problems you guys are dealing with.
It's true, some people lack the awareness for the safety measures and standards. So my advice to you all is check your boats, check the wires. Is it poorly connected or not? Check the battery always, and make sure that we don't have too many people that's inside the boats, and always carry fire safety extinguishers and first aid kits, some water, and always remember your life jackets. Always provide enough life jackets for all the personnel inside the boat, and also important to tell your friends your destination. You can always call the Coast Guard and tell them where you are headed on sea and when are you expecting to go back. So in case anything happens, like your phone dies and there is a problem on your boat, at least someone knows for any problem, and they can contact us to go for you and help with the rescue mission.
Okay, great. That's about the people if they're heading in deep sea. All right, let's talk more about the people on shore that are swimmers. A lot of people do swim, but they're swimming alone, and they don't know if the area is dangerous or not. So how could they get this information?
So for swimmers on shore, always when you approach an area, look for any signs. There are some areas that has dangerous signs for like high currents, and for families, always keep an eye on your children. Don't make them swim out of your eyesight. Always check on them. We have sadly dealt with many situations, including children that have drowned because of poor supervision of their parents. So always keep your eyes on your children. Don't let them out of your eyesight, and check for any signs for dangers or water currents.
Great. That will take me, First Lieutenant Abdulhamid Al-Mani, to a great closing. But before we close our interview today, I want to make sure what kind of responsibilities that you guys are providing for the public in terms of awareness programs, just to give more information for the public. Because as we know, if the more educated the people are, the less problems we as firefighters could deal with. So what kind of programs you guys have?
Yeah, it's true. We have presentations to spread the awareness and the safety measures for you, how you can help yourself, or how to use the tools to help save others' lives as well as your lives. We also support humanitarian activities and environmental stuff, so that we can provide help as much as we can.
Okay, so throughout the year, is there any specific programs that you guys are given to the public?
In regards of our awareness program, we provide some courses to help spread awareness. One we have for the use of the life rafts for big ships, and we also have some courses we provide for people who use the boat to operate the boat safely and prevent any unfortunate collision on sea.
First Lieutenant Abdulhamid, thank you so much for all the valuable information you gave us today for our viewers. Any last words you would like to, or advice you would like to pass it along to our viewers, just to avoid any problem that could occur in the future?
My advice to you all, always check the weather forecast before heading into sea, and be fully equipped, and always check for the first aid and safety equipment, and never hesitate to call the emergency line for any type of difficulties or problems that you have, and enjoy your time.
So together today we're here and we covered most of the firefighters and the marine rescue stations throughout the state of Kuwait, and what areas do they cover and what's their nature of their job. And I hope our viewers gain more information in the next plan if they want to go out to the sea, and what's the proper protections that they do. So what's the values of a firefighter? Honor, integrity, sacrifice is our values, and appreciating our values, we work as a one unit just to offer the necessary protection to save the lives and the properties of the people. And in exchange of that, people need to appreciate that, because they're putting their life on the life, they're putting their life on the line of duty just to save the people. And along with that, my message today is going to be for all our viewers: make sure in the next planning, if you're going out to the ocean or in the Gulf, or even if you are sitting offshore, make sure that you are in a safe zone. If you're onshore, avoid the currents zones and look out for the signs. And if I'm planning for my next fishing cruise, what I'll do is that make sure that I have all the first aid equipments, all the electronics in the boat is working properly. I have enough fuel, and along with that I have my first aid kit, and I have enough life jackets for all the people on board. And in the end, make sure you know the emergency line number, which is 112. Never hesitate to call them for any problem that occurs you in the future. With that, I will leave you for today's episode, and I'll see you next week with another episode from the Call of Duty. Goodbye.